Hey, I'm Andrea Feczko with What's On, and What's On is a lot of true crime. You may have heard of the doomsday mom, Lori Vallow Daybell's trial reaching a conclusion. Spoiler alert, she was found guilty. But there are a lot of other big and trending upward true crime stories across the US. When is the next true crime case to get a Netflix documentary? I am calling it right now. Children's author murderer. Still working on the moniker. You see, instead of mourning in private, Corey Richins hosted a party the day after her husband died to celebrate closing on a $2 million home and decided to write a children's book about grief and how to manage it with young kids, complete with a media tour. What she didn't realize was that the police were treating her husband's accidental fentanyl overdose as a murder. There's so much more to this breaking story, like you guessed it, life insurance. And KUTV in Utah has all the updates. Check them out on the NewsON app for more. One story that has multiple TV documentaries has finally reached a conclusion. The killer clown ? Murder is no longer a question mark. Sheila Keene Warren pleaded guilty to killing her love rival, Marlene Warren, when she dressed up as a clown and shot Marlene at her front door way back in May 1990. Now you may notice convicted murderers Sheila Warren and Marlene Warren both have the same last name because Sheila married Marlene's widowed husband in 2002, but you guys, they totally did not have an affair back in 1990. Absolutely not. Despite a lot of suspicions, the case went cold for 27 years until new DNA evidence reopened and now closed the case. WPEC West Palm Beach has a great in-depth news story, and you can find it on the NewsON app. It hasn't been the best few years for Facebook, or should I say Meta, but it's still a good place to score a killer deal on an old bed frame, the get in shape during quarantine home gym equipment you never used, or on body parts. Yeah, according to our friends over at WPDE, an Arkansas woman, Candace Chapman Scott, is charged with selling 20 boxes of stolen body parts from medical cadavers to Pennsylvania man Jeremy Lee Pauley. They met in a Facebook group called Oddities. The indictment has recently been unsealed and it is juicy. At one point, it alleges Scott, who worked at a morgue, sold the remains of a fetus at a discount, writing, quote, "He's not in great shape." Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. No date has been set for a trial, but I'm sure it's going to be odd. I'm Andrea Feczko for NewsON, and now I need to bleach my eyeballs. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to follow us across our socials at WatchNewsOn. Leave a comment below and subscribe for more weekly breakdowns of the best in local news.